50 Zulu. Automatic. Runway in use 23 right. Transition level flight level 60. Surface winds 230 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Overcast 2,600 feet. Temperature +5. Dew point +3. QNH 1025. Threshold QFE 1016. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie. And advise aircraft type on first contact.
Boarding requested. Do you want to board crew? Pilots boarding starting. Crew boarding starting. Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
cabin crew, we're just about ready up here in the cockpit, so if you want to start opening the doors and letting the passengers on board, that'd be great, thank you. Hi, we're just about ready up here, so as soon as everybody's on board, I'm happy for to close the doors.
No problem. Okay, great, we're almost done.
Good morning, people. Welcome to today's stream. It's Mr. Boring Yorkshire Gamer Dad. Yeah, hello. So, yes, good morning. Welcome. We are here at Manchester with Ryanair 737-800. Here we are. Beautiful Manchester. Live weather and live traffic. And everyone seems to have disappeared. There's a few aircraft over there. So we're in the process of loading passengers. We've got two things going on here, GSX and the self-loading cargo, who don't seem to synchronise, so one thinks everybody's on and the other one doesn't. But hey ho. Right, we're set up. We have IRSs are aligned. We've partially programmed the FMC. We just haven't set up the departure yet. And it's likely to be the ECLAD 1 Romeo departure, because the ATIS is 23 right, and we'll be our first waypoint is ECLAD, so it'll be ECLAD 1 Romeo. So let's contact Manchester Ground and get some clearance. Don't need to listen to the ATIS
QNH1025, threshold QFE1016, acknowledge.
So we've got ground on, we don't have delivery, and there we go. So we're Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, correct stand 43, we're Boeing 737-800, information Charlie, QNH 1025. Let's get some clearance. Manchester Ground, good morning, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, radio check.
Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, Manchester Ground, good morning, readability 5.
Roger, and you 5 also, thanks. Get some clearance then. I'm just going to turn the sim down so I can hear. Manchester Ground, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike is an correction, is a right Boeing 737-800 at stand 43. We've got information Charlie on board, QNH 1025, requesting Alpha clearance to Ronald's Way, Isle of Man.
Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, is clear destination, Echo Golf, November Sierra, ECLAD 1 Romeo departure, your squawk is 6001.
Clear to Ronald's Way, ECLAD 1 Romeo departure, squawk 6001, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike.
Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, feedback correct.
ET446
Thank you very
ready to
much.
ET446
So we're going to put our QNH.
Right, via Juliet Echo.
We'll just press B, which just gives us the local QNH.
taxi Taxi to Holden Point, Mike
He's not
1,
got the
22
clearest
right,
voice, has he?
via Julia Echo, Foxtrot Kilo and Juliet. Beach Holden.
Okay, so we can complete our departure by setting up our departure. So our departure from Manchester is going to be from 23 right, and this then gives us a list of all the SIDs that we can. So standard instrument departure. So we want Echo 1 Romeo. And our arrival expected at Ronald's Way is runway 26, and it'll be our airless approach. So let's execute that. Let's just check that there aren't any discontinuities, which there will be. So there's one here, so we'll just drag that in to fill that gap. Our flight level is flight level 160. Let's just go up here and just pop this to 160, 16,000. And let's get the APU on. So left, aft, fuel pump on, and we'll start the APU. That's on the emergency exits. Yaw damper can come on, and heating can come on for the windows. And let's pop our APU bleed on packs. Please shout out any questions. Welcome one viewer. I think Twitch just puts an auto viewer on to make you feel better. It's not actually a viewer. But hey ho. Right. So more or less set, we're ready just to, we're waiting for everybody to get on board. In fact, we will request push and start from GSX. One thing we need to do actually is to put the parking brake on. And we can remove the chocks. In fact, no, we won't do that yet. We'll wait till APU power is available, which it is. So let's pop across to APU. We can now get rid of our ground power. And shocks. And the door is now closing.
Easy 446, nothing further, monitor unit contact to
Hello darling, it's Patrick. Everyone's on board and the doors are now closed. Okay, thank you.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ooh, that's a noisy one.
Break easy 1 2 Mike Foxtrot.
So GSX is going to do our pushback.
Delta, you're cleared. Cast open again. Stand by 1 2. No departure. Your squad is 5660.
So we should. All the doors are closed.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have a door still
welcome
open.
on board this Ryanair flight.
Okay,
On behalf of
let's
the
just
crew,
close that
I ask
door.
that you please direct your attention to the monitors as we review the emergency procedures of this Boeing 737-800 aircraft.
So we don't have our
There are
V-speeds
8
yet, we just need
emergency
to
exits
sort
on the
those
aircraft,
out.
2 at the front, 2 at the rear, and 4 over
So
wing exits.
148 is
Take a
our
minute to locate
V2.
the one closest to you, bearing in
Okay.
mind that it may be
Ground, good morning to you. That was a close call. Thanks for the heads up.
instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will
Close
drop
in.
down from above your seat.
Locking gear.
Place the mask over your mouth and nose like
I'm
this
just going
and
to
pull
put
the
our
strap to
cruise
tighten
altitude
it.
in here because we're going to.
If you are traveling with
doesn't look like there's
children,
anybody online.
make sure you put your own mask on first before helping others. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your
Flight
carry-on
directors
luggage
can
and
come
items
on.
behind. Life rafts are
Green
located
nav,
below your
LNAV can
seats,
come on.
and emergency lighting in the floors will lead you to the closest exit. We ask that you make sure all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety procedures on the card in the pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
Let's just get Navigraph charts open. So this is our flight today. So departing from Manchester via the Eclad 1 Romeo departure, which is this departure here. 5,000 feet is our limit, our cleared altitude up to Eclad. We could do this properly by tracking VORs, but can't be bothered. It's not a very good attitude, is it? So to Eclad, then we come over Wallasey VOR, over Ellesmere Port, Liverpool over here, all the way across, and it's not a very long flight, it's probably only about 15 minutes, and then we're coming in to Ronaldsway, runway 26, which is coming in from the right down this way, so ignore the fact that this is going via the Isle of Man VOR, because we're not doing that. So yes, that's that, the flight plan. So let's request our push and start from ground. Oh, actually one thing we haven't done yet is set our squawk, which we should do first. So let's put 6001 and let's just give it a test.
TCAS test pass.
Very good. Put that to the first setting. So, let's hop up here in preparation for pushback and start up. We'll put the fuel pumps on. We'll put our anti-collision light on. Seatbelt signs can come on. Everything else is okay. Oh, that forward door still open. Why didn't it close? I closed it. What are you doing, man? Close the door. It's closed. Right, jolly good. Okay, let's go and let's speak to the ground. Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, stand 4-3, requesting push and start.
Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, stand 4-3, pushing start is approved. Face south, make it a short push. There's an aircraft pushing back closer to you.
Roger, stand 4-3, push start approved, facing south, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike. We will caution the traffic, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike. Oh, so, do I want to hit him, do I? I think we'll wait. Let's wait. Or we could just plan a very short pushback. Let's just plan a pushback. Let's see if we can get a shorter one than that. Where is the... Yeah, sorry, would hit that. Let's just bring it forward a bit.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, we're gonna go for it, and hopefully he will.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, let's start some engines. So, packs off. Engine number 2. So we're looking for... Good morning. We're off to the Isle of Man first, and then to Dublin after that. So they're only short flights. So we're here at Manchester, and we're off to Isle of Man. Let's just pop some fuel in here.
Manchester Ground is 12
Cabin
Mike
crew, please,
Foxtrot.
arm doors, thank you.
12 Mike Foxtrot and fueling on Mike 1, runway 23 right, get Juliet
Oh my God, we're gonna hit him.
Foxtrot, Kilo and Juliet.
Are we going to hit it?
That's
We
on
better
point
stop where...
Mike 1, right, sorry. Julie Delta Foxtrot, Kilo, should get really complete my Foxtrot.
I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors as we review the emergency procedures on this Boeing 737-800 aircraft. There are 8 emergency
Set parking brakes.
2 at the front. 2
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
avoid exits.
On Bishop Brown, we have a good engine start.
To you,
You can disconnect.
That was a very good pushback.
Should the cabin experience pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this and pull the strap to tighten it.
Started
If you are
engine
travelling
number
with children,
1.
make sure you put your own mask on first before helping others. In the unlikely event of an emergency
Watch
landing
this,
and
EasyJet.
evacuation, leave your carry-on luggage and items behind. Life rafts, elevators
Unlocking
below your
gear.
seats and emergency lighting on the floor will lead you to the closest exit. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a
There's
moment to
EasyJet
review the safety procedures on the card
taxiing
in the pocket in
past.
front of you. Thank you for your attention. We hope you
Tow
enjoy
truck
the flight.
disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear.
I
Right
say
is clear.
Ryanair, EasyJet is what I meant to say.
Golf Kilo Whiskey Charlie, Mr. Ground. We're ready to depart again. We're looking to pick up IFR to Edinburgh, please. I have information. Delta on board.
Right, so engine number... Let's put some fuel in engine number 1.
Charlie, Manchester Ground, Alexander Quarter.
And while we're down here, let us just set up our trim.
Citation, longitude. Golf Charlie.
Let's execute that as well,
Charlie,
actually.
if you're at Edinburgh,
So our trim is 5.78. And in Boeing fashion, we've got this little thing here. So we've got to guess where 5.78 is.
1255, Golf Charlie.
Ta-da! 0505. Good morning to you, and thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Golf Charlie.
Right, so we should be able to set our LNAV now. I'll just change that by accident. That should be 148. VNAV should be able to come on now, which it has done. We want runway heading for this. I'm trying to work out which is quickest to get to that way. Which is 232. We've got 16,000 feet for our altitude, so that is fine. V-speeds are set. Right, so auto brakes we need on RTO. Rejected takeoff. We need our flaps set to 5.
Easy 1 to Mike Foxtrot, there's nothing further. I'm going to come 1 to Crew Decimal.
There we go. Right, so
Thank you.
we need to pop across to engine power, engine bleeder. Packs back on, air conditioning on, pitot heat can come on. Taxi light can come on. So everything is set up there. Everything is set down here. We'll have 122.8 for our next frequency because it's going to be Unicom. And ready to go. Roger. We'll have a great flight. Thank you very much. Are you continuing to watch? Right now, 6 Papa Mike, request taxi.
Papa Mike, taxi roll point Mike 1 runway 23 right, Foxtrot and Juliet.
Holding point Mike 1 for 23 right via Juliet, Foxtrot and Juliet. Right now, 6 Papa Mike. I can't actually hear what he's saying, but I just know what he's supposed to be saying. Spoilers, let's check the spoilers work. What do they do? Bloody hell, what's he doing there? Can you just zoom through the... Oh dear, what's happened there? Oh dear. Not good. In actual fact, he might be a helicopter in real life. It's just been modelled as a EasyJet. Anyway, it's not the sort of position you'd like to be in, is it? Right, let's go back over to where we are, which is over here. And let us get taxiing. Right, parking brake is off. Get my feet on the pedals. Let's go. Bit of oomph. There we go. I forget about the brake. You've got to press the brakes right down to release the parking brake. So this is Juliet Foxtrot that we're on currently. This is actually a little bit of Bravo here. And then we're on to Juliet. And we're holding that mic 1.
Manchester Ground, very good morning. Zumax 5 Yankee Whiskey stands for 8. Request IFR turns to our destination, please.
I love it when they don't know where they're going.
Zumax 5 Yankee, Manchester Ground, good morning. Report the aircraft type and stand number.
Boeing 77800 and we are stand for 8.
Is it just me? Am I going deaf? I
Lumax 5 Yankee, clear destination Lima Yankee Papa Call, Sonic 1 Romeo departure squawk is 2061.
Clear to destination the Sonic 1 Romeo departure squawk 2061, Lumax 5 Yankee.
Lumax 5 Yankee, read back correct, report 30, break break, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, there's nothing further, Unicom 122.8, have a nice flight, cheers mate.
Unicom 122.8, thanks for your service. Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, bye-bye. Okay, so let's go across to Unicom. And what I'm going to do, and this is purely just to get the crew to sit down, is to put the landing lights on. And that'll get them.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff, thank you.
Landing? Takeoff. That's what I meant to say. Right, we need a sterile cockpit, so let's kill the music. And this is mic 1. Is that a good lineup? That's not bad. Oh, I've just gone across the line ever so slightly, but never mind. Right, so we're sort of ready. There's nothing on our radar that says anything's coming in. Let's just pop our TCAS over here. Oh, traffic on here. We need terrain. Data on there as well. Let's clear that. So in terms of lights, let's put a turn around, and APU can come off, not on. Turn it off. Engines both to continuous. Strobe light on. Everything is set up there. So I'll just double check. We have seatbelt signs on. Landing lights on. Engines continuous. We have packs on. We have our altimeter air pressure set to 16,000 feet. That is correct. We have flaps 5 checked, green light, and we've got brakes RTO. We've got runway heading set. We've got our final cruise altitude set, and we've got V2 set. So we are good to go. Can't see anything on the radar to suggest that there's anything on its way in, but we'll just announce our intentions anyway. Manchester Ground Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, lining up runway 23 right from Mike 1. So we've got all our correct lights on and everything. Double check, nothing coming in, nothing going out the other way. I'm not very good at keeping on that centre line, am I? Not really. Okay. There we go. Just double check we are actually lined up properly. Are we lined up properly? Not bad for a change. Could maybe just go a little bit straighter. There we go. Right then, so we are set. We've already checked everything, we don't need to check anything else. So, throttles to 50%. We need our auto throttle on. And let us start our timer. And we are good to go. So, let's go. We seem to have a problem with auto throttle sometimes, and it feels now like it's not going to accelerate properly. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's put turbo on.
100 knots.
E1. Rotate.
Beautiful.
Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate, gear up please.
Auto brake can come off. Auto throttle can come back on, and this is where they all start screaming because the autopilot seems to climb at a stupid rate. Can you hear them all screaming? Manchester traffic, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike is airborne from 23 right, passing 4,000 feet. So we can go to flaps 1. Should be alright. Flaps up. And we will just climb to our cruise altitude now. So we just need to put our altitude intervent button. And it will basically override the flight plan and just go to that level. And just so you can see where we are currently. Not very far out, obviously. Let's whiz back over here towards. Okay, there we are. So we're still on the SID. We've got to get to Ekblad, and then it'll be a right turn to Wallasey. At which point we will pass to the south of Liverpool Airport. Which, if it's not cloudy, we might see, we might not. I've got 3 viewers. This is a record. Well, I've got my viewer count up there. Well, we'll not put it next. It's embarrassing. But hey ho. Right. So, hello, welcome. Right, we're at standard pressure. We've
Ladies and gentlemen,
past
you may now
5,000
use your electronic
feet.
devices.
Standard on there. Coming up to 10,000 feet, at which point we can switch off the seatbelt signs and the landing lights. Although I'm not quite sure whether that is true in real world. Any pilots on there? Let me know. Any pilots watching? Proper pilots. Okay, we're at 10,000 feet, so seatbelt signs can come off. Landing lights can come off. Engines can come back to off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt signs, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, please note we do recommend you fasten your seatbelts at all times when you are seated in case of turbulence. Thank you.
So this is our right turn to head towards Eclad, and there's Liverpool Airport just above the wing there. You can see the runway. The scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator is stunning if you fly during the day. I tend to fly quite a lot at night, and actually it's wasted because you can't see anything. But yeah, I think it's pretty impressive. So there's Liverpool Airport down there. It's not a bad day really today. And it's a very short trip, so let's get set up for our arrival. So we need some details for Ronaldsware. Just request the METAR. So we've got a METAR for Ronaldsware. The transition level is usually about 40 when I've actually had ATC on in the past. Temperature at Ronaldsware is 7 degrees and the QNH is 1023. Altitude of the airport is 50 feet and the winds at the airport are 260 at 15. Wow. So, good news is that we've got a headwind, straight on headwind, because it's exactly the angle of the runway, but it's 15 knots. Oh, what did I just... Oh, yeah. Boom. That's what I did there. So that's fine. We should also have our landing...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit. Just to let you know that we've reached our cruise altitude. We're not expecting any major delays.
33 miles to the top of the descent.
On time as planned. As the
And
crew
we
make their way
have
around the
got
aircraft, please make
a
sure
40
to keep the
degree
aisles
flat
clear of
landing
any
speed of
items.
141.
And I invite you to
We'll add
sit
5
back,
to that,
relax,
make
and
it
enjoy the
6
flight. Thank you.
for the wind correction. And our ILS frequency is 111.15, so we need to set that to 111.15 over here. This is weird because this is a new version of the PMDG, of the 737, which has got this. I don't understand why this hasn't got it. It would be a lot more sensitive for the... So this is the nav setting, which is digital and it's got buttons to press. This is the radio communication, and it's still got the old-fashioned thing. Anyway, I've forgotten what I said now. 111.35. Swap that to there, and same over here. 111.35. So the Dreamliner has got, it's all digital like this. It's not old-fashioned with these dials. So we've got the ILS set, so that's fine. We're very close to our maximum speed, aren't we? So we're 335 knots, Mach 0.67, and our ground speed, so we've got a 16 knot headwind. Ground speed is 407 knots. Which, if you wanted to know what that is in miles per hour, Google it. No idea what it is. Okay, so we can start setting up a little bit here. So let's put auto brakes to 2 because it's got a short runway. That's it. That's what we need to do. No, it's not. So we've got everything set there, so we should have a reference speed. We have a reference 146 for our approach. Oh, barrow we need to set. So we need to set our decision height, altitude actually. If you want to know the difference between altitude and height, I'll let you know, but if you don't bother. It's not that exciting. So we need to look at the charts for Rollins Way, so let's bring the charts up. And runway 26 is here. So first of all, it's got an altitude of 50 feet, roughly. ILS frequency, just double check here, is 111.15. Where did I get 35 from? Okay, let's go back and sort that out first. 111.15, otherwise we're not going to get an ILS. 111, let me type. 111.15. It's better. 111.15. Good job we looked at the thing, isn't it? Right, sorry, let's bring the graph charts back up again. And our decision altitude for straight in ILS landing, no faffing around, no Cat 3. In fact, we can do Cat 3 here, is 233. So our decision altitude is 233. Our decision height would be 200 feet. So 233. Which we need to put in down here using this button. 233 on the barrow. So that's when the annunciator will call out minimums, which is basically if we haven't seen the runway by then. And we better start descending actually. Let's put this down a bit. We missed the top of descent. Is that the right jump? Have we missed top of descent? Don't know. Oh no, 3 miles yet. We're good. And sorry, I keep flicking between the charts. Bring the charts back up again. We intercept altitude is 2,000 feet, so we need to be 2,000 feet by 6 miles from the runway. So D6 is 6 miles from the runway. Cool. So I'm just going to set this to 2,000 and let the aircraft do its own thing. So we started our descent, which the captain will very nicely announce for us in a second. And let's just see where we are on our Navigraph chart. So we're actually about halfway across, in fact just over halfway really. So this is us, so we're going to get to Lusod, and at that point we are going to take a right turn to head north and then come back in to intercept the ILS.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, you may have noticed we've just begun our descent down to our destination. If you could assist the cabin crew by tidying a tray and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we've landed.
So this display down here, bottom right of this display just shows us whether we're aligned with our descent profile. And you can see that the little diamond is right in the middle, which means we are on our descent profile. If it was higher up, it means we're too low. We're lower, not too low. And if it's below, then we're too high. So at the moment, we're bang on target. So it's a balance between speed and descent. Got to plan ahead. One other thing I can do just to prep it is to set the QNH for our arrival. Oh no, auto throttle's gone off. Why? Oh dear. No, it's on. Okay. So we can preset our barrow as 1023 there. And we need to do the same on the other side. This means that when we flick it across, it'll automatically go to that, rather than us having to set it again. Right, we're going way too fast. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Just going to idle the throttles for a minute. So we're overspeeding like massively here. Some spoilers up to slow us down a bit. We're going to get a complaint from the passengers. And we are just passing 10,000 feet, so seatbelt sign can come on, landing lights can come on, engines continuous.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelts as soon as possible. Please note that the toilets are no longer in use. Thank you.
So, 11:35. So I've got 10 minutes. So I think at this point, let me just see where we are. We'll just head north, I think, and we'll just put. So we're going to turn north. Reduce our speed to 220 knots. We're going to arm our spoilers for arrival. Auto brakes are set. Barrow is set. We have seatbelt signs on, we have landing lights on.
Please prepare the aircraft for landing, thank you.
So we're good to go. The announcement for the crew announcement, yeah, it comes on automatically when you reach certain altitudes and stuff. So putting the landing lights on when you're departing is the trigger for them to tell the crew to sit down, and when you're landing, as soon as you put the gear down, then it tells them to take a seat again. Passing 10,000 feet is when it puts the seatbelt sign on. I don't know what the altitude is for it to tell them to prepare for arrival. I think we're going to overshoot the runway here, because we're, in fact we are, overshot it. So let's take it. We're very close. We've not done this very well at all. Let's just go north of it, and then we'll come back and intercept the ILS from a different angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing very shortly.
I use self-loading cargo, which is my voice. I don't really realise it's my voice, but you can record your own voice sets.
We will be shortly be dimming
There is
the
a
cabin
default
lights,
one.
which is normal practice when landing during darkness. There is a reading
not
light above
dark,
your
but-
head should you need it. Any items of luggage
It's
should
quite
be
good.
safely
It's a
stored.
bit. It struggles a bit with the PMDG because it doesn't know when the doors are open. So you quite often sit there and nobody's getting on the plane because it thinks the doors are shut and they're actually open. But it does. It works well on the Phoenix and fly-by-wire. It does work on here if you get everything in the right order, but not so much, not always. Anyway, so we've made the right cock up of this approach, so we can then sort of go out and then come back. So we're currently 6 miles, we're absolutely nowhere near 2,000 feet yet, are we? So we're going to have to increase our descent rate a bit. So yeah, it's self-loading cargo that I use. Is it free? Can't remember. But yeah, it's quite fun doing all the voices. So I've got an Aer Lingus pack that I've done myself. I've got a Ryanair pack, although some of the Aer Lingus sneaks into the Ryanair one, so it does say thank you for flying with Aer Lingus, and it's actually Ryanair. But, and then there's a default one. You can also set it so it does like an automatic voice recognition type thing where it says what your altitude is and all that, so it actually says, but I don't like the voice, it's too rubbish. Anyway, we're not doing a very good job of this descent. So the blue line is showing us at what point we're going to reach our intended altitude, which is 2,000 feet. We probably need to be on standard pressure as well, actually. Let's do that, because that will just give us a better understanding of where we are. So we've shot up a bit. It's getting a bit dark out here. And we could probably just take a little bit of a right turn now. So we've got no traffic, so we're so you just have to be aware of traffic pushing in. What does the PAX app, does that do like passengers more than crew? I basically know my own stuff and I don't get involved in anything, I don't know. I'm not an expert on all things flight simulator, as you can probably tell by the stream and the fact that I can't fly for a shit. Pardon the French. Right, let's turn now completely round to intercept the ILS. So we're going to go right the way around here to this heading. Beautiful sea out here. And once we're round, we can then put the approach on. In fact, we'll put the approach on now. It automatically selects our heading, so that's good. There's the sea below us. Beautiful scenery. It is amazing. It's amazing, the textures, man. Look at that sea. None of these things are free unless you know where to find them, but then you run into issues. So. Okay, so let's have a look from outside. Quite low here, flying over the sea. But we haven't intercepted the ILS yet. Should be aiming. Okay, so yeah, should be doing it soon. We've got our speed down to 220. Let's go flaps 1 now, which will reduce our speed down to 192. Flaps 2. So we've intercepted ILS now, so that's good. Runway traffic, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike establishing runway 26. We're at 16 miles. So we're miles away. We're not going to intercept the... we'll keep the speed up a little bit actually. love the passengers scream a lot on here. If there's any slight bumps in the road or anything, they scream a lot. So we've intercepted the ILS. We've got lights on as required. So we should be intercepting the glide slope, if you remember from the chart, at about 6 miles, and we are currently 12 miles. So we've got 6 miles of flying at 2,000 feet before we start to descend, which is fine. Do we have... So there is another aircraft on the ground at Ronald's Way. Let me just see which stand he's parked at. He's on my favourite stand. Stand 7. Dash. So we'll have to go for stand 3. In fact, let's set that up now as well. EGNS, stand 3. We'll have that one, thank you. The cloud was very patchy. It was quite clear, wasn't it, from a minute ago? Now it's not. So we've been in the air for 27 minutes. 8.6 miles now, so we should start to see this diamond coming down very shortly, which it is now. So as soon as the diamond hits the middle, then that's going to be our, in fact, let's get flaps 10. Reduce our speed. Let's reduce our speed to get the right button. To flaps 15 speed. And what I tend to do, which is probably not correct, but I tend to put the gear down as soon as the glide slope becomes active, as soon as we start our descent. And you will hear the crew being asked to take their seats at that point. And then all hell breaks loose as we try to land the bugger without killing everyone. Okay, so we've started our descent, so gear can come down.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing, thank you.
So that's the trigger for that announcement. We can now go flaps 15. It's going to be a bit of a low visibility. Oh no, there we can see it. Okay, let's get the speed down to reference speed, and let's get flaps down 25. And flaps 40. Ronald's Way traffic, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, short final 26. So again, just double check, we've got landing lights on, engines continuous, seatbelt signs are on, PAX is on, we have flaps 40, green, we've got landing lights, gear down, 3 green, and we have spoilers armed, we've got barrow set. Get rid of the music. Let's make the cockpit sterile. nice head-on winds. So we shouldn't, no crosswinds, so we shouldn't have an issue. We can actually put our airspeed a bit lower, I think.
Plus 100.
Okay, so we're 100 feet above our decision altitude.
Minimums.
Continue. Whoa.
40, 30, 20.
Oh dear, that was a heavy landing. It was a firm landing according to self-loading. That's the other thing about self-loading cargo, it gives you a report at the end of the thing, which is quite good. Okay, flaps up, spoilers down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your final destination. Please remain seated until the aircraft arrives at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. A reminder to keep all electronic devices switched off until you have entered the airport terminal. Thank you for flying with Aer Lingus. Wish you a great onward journey and look forward to you flying with us again soon. Goodbye.
Oh, we're not in Aer Lingus, we're in Ryanair. Right, let's exit here. Ronald's Way, traffic, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike vacated, runway 26. So we can start to just sort some stuff out, so auto brakes can come off. Lights, we want APU on. Landing lights can come off, engines can come off continuous. Taxi light can come on. Is that aircraft still there or is it not? Oh yeah, it is. Very uneven, this taxiway. You just bounce around all over the place. It's probably how it is in real life, but anyway. So we're taxiing to stand 3, which is over in the far right. We normally like stand 7, but somebody sat there already, so we can't go there. Unfortunately, stand 3 doesn't have a line all the way to it, so we have to sort of guess where we're going and just go by the marshaller, who will tell us where we need to be. We've got stand 3 up here. Brunswick traffic, Ryanair 6 Papa Mike, pulling up stand 3. So the marshal will tell us whether we're correct or not, so we're going to come right around here. There he is. Ye olde marshal. I have to just zoom into him so I can see him properly. This way of it. That way a bit. Yay! And we're on blocks, and we can pop our parking brake on. We can hop here, put power over to APU. And engines can be shut down. So I landing was minus 401.
Cabin crew doors to manual,
landing.
please, thank you.
Not good, really. Oh, we were a bit over.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secured. You may now open the doors. Thank you.
Well, it's no line. What do you expect? Okay, let's start deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
So I do like GSX, it's good. GSX Pro, whatever. Okay, flight directors can come off. Start some stuff up here. pitot heaters can come off. Fuel pumps can come off, or at least some of them. Anti-collision light can now come off. Excuse me.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Yeah, at least I was on the road. And we were quite a long way down the runway, actually. So were we? See, I don't understand this report from Volante. 0.88G. I thought that'd be good. Does that mean you've made people too light? I don't get that. Anyway, yeah, I've messed up this airport setup because they're sort of all going to walk back and forwards on each other. What? Is that the other guy? Oh, he's gone. Where's he gone? Oh, he's right over there, look. I don't like this, like, shimmer you get around there. I don't know if you can see it from there. You get, like, this shimmer effect around, like a silhouette. Don't like it. Anyway, let me see what's happening with the Ryanair. Don't know why. Anyway, that's everybody getting off. So, apart from self-loading cargo, because they don't realise the doors are open. So, I'm going to have to just mess around with them. So, flight directors are off. Let's just reset a few things on here. I always like to just reset these back to 0 for everything, so that it's all set for next time. We don't know whether we're going to be doing another flight. Let's set this to 100. Set this to 0. Should have gone the other way. I don't know. Set this to 10,000 feet. And this one to 0 as well. Barrow put to standard. We need some ground power on actually, and blocks, so let's just do that. Blocks can come on. External power. So with blocks on, it means that we can actually release power our parking brake. And ground power we can swap to. APU can come off. That fuel pump can come off. Electrical hydraulic pumps can come off, and we can just reset this to 10,000. Your damper can come off. Awesome. Great job, gentlemen. You're very welcome. I want to see this crew reports. Let me just... I've got to fill self-loaded cargo into thinking the door's open by clicking the door open button constantly. And until everybody gets off. There's 2 on board currently. I only put 10 on board because otherwise it takes forever. So you can hear them opening and closing the door. Which is weird. And then we'll get a report of it at the end of it, and we'll get a mark and a grading. Right, let's have a look at our grading. So we got a B plus overall. We got 89.4% passenger rating. This was a good flight. You communicated effectively with the cabin crew during all critical flights, ensuring their safety. The passengers were mostly comfortable while flying due to handling the aircraft well, although you were a little overzealous on the stick at some points, but nothing serious to worry about. Just be a little bit more gentle. So that's autopilot actually. Your landing was a little firm, but certainly within comfort limits for the passengers. That's alright. Try to manage the flare a little better if you can. Overall, your passengers were slightly happier after flying with you. Good work. Awesome. May speed was well above 250 knots while we were below 10,000 feet. Probably not much. You pulled the nose up a little bit too much and the passengers started to get a bit nervous. But anyway, we were early. Our expected time was 11:56 and we arrived at 11:43, so we got them here earlier than planned. And yeah, that's not bad. I've had better, but I've had a lot worse. Yeah, right. Might just take a break there and come back and do leg 2, which will be from Ronaldsway, Isle of Man to Dublin, and maybe we might have some controls on this. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I might be back in about half an hour.
Do you want to deboard crew?
We won't deboard crew because we want to keep everybody on. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. And if you like what you see, tell your friends. If you don't like what you see, just shut up and keep it to yourself. Marvellous. Let's listen to the Ryanair music.
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. Low fares, made simple.
Thanks a lot. See you again soon. Bye.